Welcome to another episode of Just Saying With. Today, we're going to be just saying with the incredibly talented, the head writer and executive producer of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Malcolm Spellman. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier picks up right after the events of Avengers Endgame, where everyone who was snapped away in the blip returns after a 5 year absence. The blip, which turned half of the world's population to dust, has been undone and the restored population return, only to find that the world has moved on and they're now displaced, they're refugees. While half of the world's population is back, Captain America is no more, and now there is a need to fill that void that he's left behind. While WandaVision was quite literally set in a Wanda Maximoff and Vision bubble, and the focus was solely on those characters and the ones that were directly impacted by them, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier not only puts a lens on the relationship between Sam Wilson, played by Anthony Mackie, and Bucky Barnes, played by Sebastian Stan, but there's a greater conversation on the social and political impact of the blip. Malcolm Spellman takes the reins as head writer and executive producer to lay the foundations of what is basically the pre-phase 4 or the next phase of the Marvel Cinematics universe on Disney Plus. Malcolm, I think it's evening where you are. How are you?
Yeah, it's early evening. Yep. Nice to meet you, man.
Hey, nice to meet you, Malcolm. So I'm going to just jump right into it. From Empire to Falcon and Winter Soldier, what was that like for you?
Crazy. They couldn't be more different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know that one prepared me for the other than I think what Empire taught me was to collaborate, you know what I'm saying, with large groups of people, which that was very helpful going over to Marvel.
You've had the opportunity to write not for one, or basically to continue the story of saying goodbye to one, but writing for two Captain Americas. What was that about? I mean, what was that like? How did you set yourself up for that?
It was a lot of pressure because you want to be, there's no small thing in talking about what that mantle means, what it meant, meaning that's the past, and what it means present day. You know, there's pressure. You know, people, as soon as Steve handed that shield to a black man, certain things were inescapable. Certain conversations were going to have to happen. And you worry that you won't do them justice and you try your best. You show up feeling that pressure because I think, one thing you learn is that the world, whatever the world's opinion is of black people, I think the world is very used to us being the voice of a broader struggle. And so it means a lot. It means something to the world, and that's an intimidating thing to take on.
And do you think Sam Wilson was that what made writing for Sam basically maybe almost the perfect fit then?
Yeah, it is. Sam is a character. Anthony is an actor.
Yeah.
It could not have ended up in a better place to have what is basically a very modern superhero story, a superhero story for these times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could not have been set up more perfectly.
And you've had a couple of breakout characters as well from this, and I would say especially Zemo,
Yeah,
who
I
we
knew you were
saw a
going to say that.
lot more. We talk about Zemo, and he's become the next pop culture icon as well. And then you've got Walker, who became probably one of the most hated characters around the world as well. Um, w- how did you plan for this? Did you think that these guys they're gonna break out of here and gonna be the next things in the Marvel universe?
It's funny. We didn't know how, like, we knew Walker was going to be a divisive character.
Mhm.
We never knew that Wyatt was going to be able to play him in a way that constantly manipulated the audience and took him to the brink of hating him, then brought him back and all that, right? But more importantly, Daniel Brühl as Zemo, I mean, when we started to see the footage come in, it was just like we knew a star was born. You know what I'm saying? Like he just, the way he plays with the scenes, it just was untouchable, you know?
Thank you, Malcolm. And thanks a lot for taking the time to speak to us. And I hope you have a great evening and, happy Phase Forward.
My pleasure. Thank you, my man, for sitting with me.
All episodes of WandaVision and The Falcon and the Winter Soldier are now available online on Disney Plus, and you can just stream all the episodes now. From June 9th, every Wednesday, Loki will take center stage. Tom Hiddleston returns as Loki, and he's joined by Owen Wilson and Sofia Di Martino, Wunmi Mosaku, Richard E. Grant. It's a great cast, and I can't wait to see what Loki has in store for us. Till then, this was Just Saying with. Thank you for watching another video from Just Saying Asia. Please, if you like our content, like the page, like us, subscribe, and leave a comment. We really want to hear what you have to say, and we'll be happy to answer your comments and your questions as well. So stay tuned and see you in the next video.